Uy, dumating na yung continuation ng ITEL ng kanilang S25 Ultra. And, teka. Bakit naging Super 26 Ultra? Ito yung last year niya, no? S25 Ultra. Probably common sense tells me na hindi sila pinapayagan gumamit ng S25 Ultra. But this is definitely not a new series. It's a continuation ng series na ito. Now, I've seen a lot of improvement dito sa kanya, lalo na sa kanyang design. Ako sobrang excited na ipakita to sa inyo. So, pag-usapan na natin. Pagdating sa packaging, halos magkamukha lang naman sila. So, nothing really different. So, this time around, it's a +1 sa digit. Imbis sa 25, 26 na siya ngayon. So, buksan natin, no? And sabi ni ITEL na this one most likely would have a 2 years na major Android update. So, we have a sleeve over here. Meron tayo panundot. Warranty policy. Meron pa siyang pa-tempered glass, oh. Social. So, ito yung phone mismo. Pag tinanggal mo, ganito yung itsura niya. We have a 18 watts charging brick, not a fast one, and a A to C cable. Ito gusto ko sa kanya, yung case niya. Oh, yes, oh. Hard case. And mukhang mag-safe to. Try natin. Uy, mag-safe nga. May magnet. Okay, so pwede siya sa mga accessories na may magnet. And so, eto na. Bubuksan na natin. So, I have here is the color blue. Very familiar yung kanyang pagka-color blue, no? It looks quite similar kay Samsung. Now, itong ITEL Super 26 Ultra na may 8 + 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gig of storage would be priced at 9,399. Pero sa early bird buyers, 7,999 lang ito. And ikukwento ko sa inyo kung bakit magiging sulit ang yung 7,999 as we go along. Pero kung gusto nyo mabili itong phone nito, I'll post the link on the description or just simply click the YouTube shopping link para mapunta kayo sa official, legit store ng ITEL. Ang daming scammer ngayon, so huwag kayo paligoy-ligoy. Hindi bali mas mahal ng konti, basta legit, kaysa mas mura ng konti at mas scam ka. Malapit na Pasko, maraming scammer. Ingat lang. Now, meron nga palang 4 colors of ITEL Super 26 Ultra. Itong hawak ko is the Sapphire Black Blue. Meron siyang Blush Pink Gold, Glided White, and Moonstone Silver. Ano napusuan nyo? Let me know in the comments. Now, in terms of design category, humahabol siya, no? Lumalaban siya sa nipis ng mga smartphone these days. And mind you guys na this one is quite slim. And yung pagka-slim niya is saktuhan sa kamay. There are other phones na sobrang nipis nga, pero pag hinawakan mo, parang very flimsy hawakan. Well, except si iPhone Air, yun talaga sturdy na sturdy, mahawakan mo titanium kasi ang build nun. Pero personally, si Tecno Slim, nung hinawakan ko siya, parang quite flimsy ang pagkagawa sa kanya. Ito, for me, saktuhan lang yung kanya 6.8mm na thickness. Yung paghawak mo, alam mo na manipis siya and sturdy hawakan. That's just purely based on my experience. One of my personal favorite is yung kanyang color dito, yung kanyang color blue. And ang kanyang camera setup looks very familiar, don't you think? Manipis ang kanyang gilid. And another favorite of mine is that curved screen display. So you get infinity display sa kanyang gilid. Quite slim din kanyang bezel, pero not the thinnest na nakikita ko. One bonus dito sa kanya para sa akin, maganda ito kanyang red na power button and meron siyang parang grid lines dito. Pag hinawakan mo, meron texture. Pwede siya pang kamot ng tampag Makati. Na kung gusto mo makita full specs itong phone na ito na. Now, pagdating sa chipset, this one sports the Unisoc na T7300 na processor, a 6nm chip which performs a little bit better than the G200 ng MediaTek. In terms of overall performance, naramdaman ko siya. And pagdating sa Antutu benchmark, makikita nyo rin na mas angat nga siya kaysa G200. Sa Antutu benchmark version 11, 614,000 points, which sa G200, it got somewhere na sa 500 plus. So, medyo lamang siya na konti. Sabi ni ITEL, this one has a 6-year na fluency guarantee. Well, it remains to be seen, pero based sa aking experience, okay naman siya. On day-to-day basis, sa mga multitasking dito sa kanya, walang problema. You can do some mild na video editing sa CapCut, you can do all of the video chat na gusto mo, and you can play some games as well. Pag-usapan natin gaming later. Now, since lahat naman ng phone brands is going AI, this one also comes together with AI assistant, si Sola. You can do a lot of AI things here on this phone. AI Gallery Studio, AI Vlog, Circle to Search, Sola Image Editor, and just to mention a few. Before ko makalimutan, no, this one comes together with the IP65 na dust and water resistance. Meron din siyang Titan Shield na drop resistance as well. And meron din siyang AI Raindrop Touch. So meaning kung nabasa ito ng ulan, mababasa pa rin niya ang pindot mo. Which is quite useful pag maulan. Lagi naman maulan sa atin. So, useful nga. And here are the other benchmark na nakuha natin. Pakita ko sa inyo. Pagdating sa battery, this one is quite large. With a slim body like this one, a 6,000 mAh na battery is inside. Which, for me, nagtataka ko paano ginawa ni ITEL tong 6,000 na battery na pinasok na dito. So, sobrang nipis itong body na ito. I'm not quite sure how it did it. And another bonus is magaan din tong phone na ito. Now, on personal experience, tumatagal naman ng kanyang battery. It was able to last me a whole day without even charging. Yun nga lang, pag charging mo, it's a little bit slow at 18 watts. Now, I would suggest na hopefully sa next series niya, i-bump up naman niya ang kanyang battery charging. Like sabihin natin 45 watts or 33 watts would be better than the 18 watts. Medyo may kunting katagalan nga lang mag-charge itong phone na ito. Takes you around less than 2 hours to complete a full charging cycle. Now, para sa mga praning sa battery health, ITEL promises that 80% pa ng battery health mo after 4 years of usage nitong phone na ito, which is quite a good promise kasi ang dami sa inyong praning sa mga battery health na yan. Si iPhone na naman ang pauso kasi. And to sweeten things up, itong phone na ito can last you for 14 hours na screen on time. Now, pagdating sa display, this is probably one of the highest refresh rate na meron ni ITEL with a 144Hz screen refresh rate, and it can support up to 1.5K na resolution at this price point below 8K. Corning Gorilla Glass 7i with a 4,500 nits of peak brightness. I don't know kung ano pang hanapin mo dito. Plus yung kanyang fingerprint scanner, in-display pa. I mean, lahat nandito sa phone na ito. I mean, for me, wala ka nang ihahanaping iba. Pag nagbabrowse ka naman sa SOCMED, expect mo to give you a good browsing experience. Okay naman talaga siya. Basta hindi pangin ang internet connection, expect na maganda rin ang iyong browsing experience dito. And pagdating naman sa watching videos on this phone, 1.5K paldo. AMOLED display pa to guys, so expect na vibrant na mga colors, and it's really going to give you your money's worth. Now, pagdating naman sa audio, this one comes together with a DTS audio support. And syempre, gusto lang natin i-try kung kamusta ang kanyang sound experience. Feel niya yung kanta And napansin ko, this one only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. And chinecheck ko, habang kumakanta si Aljur, walang sound coming off from this earpiece mo dito. And of course, walang punch hole din dito. So, you only have one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim, which is okay lang yan ang sound. Medyo bitin para sa akin. Now, right now, pag-usapan natin quickly ang gaming experience ko dito. I played 2 games, Call of Duty Mobile and Honor of Kings. Honestly, I was surprised with yung gaming experience ko dito. On both games, Call of Duty Mobile and Honor of Kings, smooth naman ang naging game experience ko dito sa kanya. I was expecting na medyo at par lang siya sa G200, pero hindi Parang mas smoother pa ang naging experience ko dito. Lalo sa Call of Duty Mobile, pag naglalaro ka ng mga rank matches, sa G200 medyo makifeel mo yung bitin niya na nagkakaroon ng frame drops. Pero dito hindi ko siya na-feel ng frame drops. Though wala ako nakita FPS counter dito sa kanya. And mind you guys, meron nga pala siyang bypass charging, so definitely it's another bonus para sa inyo. Smooth ang naging gameplay ko dito on both games. And one thing na nagustuhan ko rin sa kanya dito is maganda ka na touch response. Mabibiting ka talaga sa sound, so you have to put on your favorite TWS. And I would guarantee you na pag naglalaro ka ng mga ML, PUBG, it will give you a good gaming experience. Pinakamainit na inabot ko is 43 degrees Celsius sa Honor of Kings. Now guys, pag-usapan na natin ang camera performance on this phone. Kita nyo guys, ang dami ng camera modules dito. Honestly, isa lang yung kanyang main lens. It's a 50MP na main camera sensor, and there's another auxiliary lens na kasama, and the other ones are dummies. Yung harap niya is a 32MP na sensor. Both front and back can shoot you up to 2K na video resolution at 30 FPS. Unahan ko na kayo guys ang kanyang video is quite stable. Here are some samples. Now, balita ko naman na mas gumanda ang kanyang camera compared sa kanyang Super 25 Ultra. And looking at some of these shots na nakuha natin from outdoor dito sa BGC, I would say na pretty nice yung mga nakuha ko dito yung shot dito sa mga kalapati na ito. And honestly, I was quite surprised with its performance at its price point. Taking a look naman dito, just taking some quick snap sa vicinity, okay naman siya, though it's a little bit gloomy. And hindi naman sobrang daming details na nakapture natin sa clouds niya. Though, I would say na pretty decent ang mga shots na nakuha ko dito from the outdoor. Pag kumukuha ka ng mga greens, I would say na not bad. No, more of the natural tone ang nabibigay siya na kulay green, and hindi siya masyadong OA ang kanyang pagka-saturation. Yung kunting saturation pero yung hindi siya masyadong matapang tingnan, yung kanyang pagkakulay green. Though, I would say na not bad ang kanyang color science dito. And probably this is one of the better shots na nakuha natin na flower dito sa Super 26 Ultra. There's a lot of details naman pag zoom in mo sa kanya. Now, once you go indoor, you'll be able to get some nice na na subject shots. And honestly, not bad ang ganang camera. Not the best, but I would say na pretty solid naman if you're trying to take some food shot. Not the best, like I said, hindi siya kulang sa vibrance, pero overall is not so bad. Pati itong food shot nito, no, a little bit pale, pero pwede na. Siguro pwede mo i-color grading na lang if you like. Pero some of these snaps na nakuha natin sa mga painting nito looks pretty nice, not bad yung ganang pagkakuha. And scrolling through some of these mga Christmas decors na nakuha natin, honestly, not bad. Siguro kulang lang siya sa saturation para medyo mas litaw siya. Pero overall, for its price point, I ain't complaining. Pretty nice and solid na mga shots na nakuha ko. And to surprise you further, itong mga really low light shot na nakuha natin, itong mga Christmas decors nito, ay pretty solid. Makita mo, wala siyang color spill. Maganda ang pagkakuha ko dito sa mga shots na ito. Now, pagdating naman sa outdoor shot, you'll be able to get some nice, decent snaps naman. Though, don't expect too much sa kanya kasi I would say na medyo soft yung subject sa kanyang front-facing camera. Equally said din, when you're going indoor, hindi rin ganun ka-sharp ang mga images na makukuha mo from the selfie camera. And once na zoom mo, makita mo, not much details talaga. Let's see some videos na nakuha natin from the front-facing camera. Ito ang quality na makukuha mo sa ITEL Super 26 Ultra shooting at 2K. And, well, hindi na count to stabilization. Pwede na. Hindi naman sobrang likod. Ito naman sa kanyang rear camera. Guys, ito naman ang quality ng video you'll be getting from the ITEL Super 26 Ultra using the rear camera. By the way, gamit ko lang aking kamay. Wala tong gimbal. What can you say sa performance niya? Let me know in the comments. Now, with all of the specs dito sa phone nito, price at $7,999, I would say paldo para sa akin. Lalo yung feel ko dito sa phone nito is sobrang smooth. Sobrang sturdy din siya at the same time and maganda ang grip ko dito sa kanya. Unlike sa Tecno Slim, na pag hinawakan mo, feeling mo parang flimsy ang paggawa dahil siguro hinahabol nila yung nipis. Pero dito, hindi ko ma-feel yun. Sturdier and mas maganda ang grip mo dito. Plus, meron siya mga durability din as well. Pagdating sa gaming paldo and pagdating sa kanyang display, it's really good. For me, it's hard not to recommend tong phone nito, si ITEL Super 26 Ultra. So if you're planning to buy one for this Christmas, check this one out habang naka-early bird price at $7,999. I'll post the link on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili. And kung alam mo meron ka mga friends na mahilig sa mga phones like this one, lalo na tong color na ito, I highly recommend this color. I-share nila itong video sa kanila. And of course, ina-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa aking channel so you don't miss out on any videos na nilalabas natin just like this one. So paano, hanggang dito na lang muna tayo and I'll see you when you see me. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.